Hi. How is everyone doing today? First of all, this is me playing around with some new studio stuff here. Let's do a quick check here. Can everyone hear me right now? Can you hear my sultry voice? Is my sultry voice coming through to you? Everyone at home, if you could tell me right now whether or not you can hear me, let me know. All right. So far, I think we're good. The little green light is flashing on my little box there. So I'm thinking, yes, you can hear me. All right. So, everyone, welcome to Potsquatch Growers. We have returned. We are not currently using Streamlabs yet, but we will be using Streamlabs once I learn how to use the program. But today I was pretty proud of myself. We've got our new Studio 4K webcam. All right. All right. Everything's hardwired here through this wonderful little hardwire there. We got our new SM7B microphone. And well, also too, I thought ahead this time. So, in the old shows, I always had to run to get a beer. So I got a whole cooler of beer right here, ready to rock and roll. All right. I've even got a garbage next to the desk here. All right. Well, it has been a while, my friends. I've missed each and every one of you. Now we're going to go back, as we always did before, to the very beginning and say hello to everyone. All right, let's do this. One thing here, we're going to scroll up to the top. There we go. All right, Greens at 373 Steel. What's happening, baby? Good to see you. Thank you for sticking with your membership, even though we've kind of been dead for a while. But we're back. I'm not dead. We have survived, and we have moved on. All right, what's happening, guys? Now, your mama, good to see you, baby. All right, Nicole Lemon in the house. Johnny Summertime. Well, hello to you. All right, what's happening? Let's scroll down here. Make sure there's Johnny Summertime. Remember when Pops went to the store for a pack of smokes, never came back. But Potsquatch's absence has been triggering. Don't worry, I'm back now, baby. And like that song from Eminem, Not Afraid. I'm never gonna leave again like this. Okay, it's gonna be all right. All right, what's happening, Dr. Potness? Good to see you, baby. Texas Squatch in the hizzy. Ganchinati, your mama, what's up, you sexy devil? You, how's it going? All right. Gregory Alan Reed, come on down. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome to the show. All right. Let's see. Are we missing anyone here? Gazzer 76 in the hizzy. What's happening, buddy? All right. There we go. Seamus McGillicuddy. What's happening, baby? Good to see ya. Yeah. Chris McGarry. Yes, I am here. You hear me. All right. Little Stewie in the house as well. LST UK Big Bud. What's happening, baby? All right. Julio from Denver. I've missed you, buddy. It's good to see you. All right. Let's see here. Miguel Rodriguez. Good to see you, my friend. All right. Typhoid. That's right. It's let's go time. Dude, you know the way. That's right. Finally, we're back up and running. And we're trying to be a little bit fancier this time with everything that we're doing. All right. What's happening, Adam Hansen? Yes, I am back and I'm not dead. Wild Enterprises. Good to see you, baby. I Spy Retro. That's right. Let's fucking go. That's right, mate. Corey DJ in the house. What's happening, baby? Welcome to the new set, the new show. What's happening, Jason Ward? Good to see you, baby. Hello, back to Oklahoma City. Red Claws, good to see you. Bobby Barnes, I appreciate it. I've missed all of you as well, my friend. It's good to be back and doing what we do. All right, Eugene Dolan, how's it going with you? I'm doing all right. I'm glad to be back on the air with everybody and slightly fancier setup this time. All right. Hey, Eddie Evans, thank you so much. Glad I'm back as well. And to all of you who have stuck through this dead zone of keeping your memberships, I really do appreciate that. It does help us keep everything going, and that is so ever much so appreciated. What's happening, John Boarding? What's up, Eddie Evans? D Rich, good to see you. What's up? Sorry, I'm trying to scroll on the computer here while I say hi to everybody. It's not necessarily the easiest thing. All right. Let's see here now. Michael Scalf, good to see you, my friend. Welcome to the show. Hello, back to Naples, Florida. All right. Roman Reckless, baby. You got me good on that comment on the tattoo video. My God. I was like, what? You went and got it tattooed before I got to get it done? Oh, that's breaking my heart. Thank you, though, for actually just be joking. Juan Rivera, good to see you. Papa Squatch is back. Good to see you. All right. Man, there must be an easier way to scroll through. Ooh, that's much easier. I'll just use the arrows on the computer. It's a little bit easier, everybody. All right. Let's see here now. Sorry, everybody. As we always do, I like to take my time and say hello to everybody. What's up, ABC Elon Zemra? Good to see you. Midnight. What's happening? Nice new office. I agree. I've been well, slowly getting everything ready. We're getting the new show set up. And, going forward, we're actually eventually going to be using Streamlabs. We're going to be bringing people onto the show. We're going to be doing all the stuff we talked about before we went dead for a while. It was a transitional period where they were coming after us. And we had to sell the house, and we ended up managing to pull it off 6 days before they started handing out eviction notices, quote unquote, at the park where we were renting the land but owned the house. We sold our house, and it was a done deal. So at the end of the day, we now are coming to you from Hope, BC. In 1981, Hope, British Columbia got Rambo. That's right. In 2021, they got this guy. Don't worry, I'm actually a lot taller and bigger than Sylvester Stallone ever was, so Hope, I will take care of you. Uncle Potsquatch is here now, and this is my new kingdom. All right. Now, let's go back to saying hi to everybody. All right. So, where do we leave off there, man? What's up, Midnight? What's up, Robert, Mr. Greenfingers Thomas? Good to see you. Hey, what's your Instagram? My Instagram is Potsquatch Growers. If you see a balding bearded idiot, you are in the right place. What's happening, local grow guy? Good to see you, my friend. Eventually, once we use Streamlabs, we will be going live also on Facebook and Instagram as well. So not to worry about that. I'm still just learning all the ins and outs of that crap here. I believe I've caught up now. Potsquatch, my cousin from the bog. How's it going? Potsquatch, your cousin up in the mountains, coming to you hot and heavy today. Good to see you. All right. So anyway, let's get back to, for those of you who are new here, welcome to the show. We used to do 2 of these a week, and we're going to be going forward now. The live streams are back. We're going to be doing Wednesdays and Sundays. Hell, and I might even occasionally throw in a 3rd show a week for you. We're going to have a perpetual flowering room now going here at Potsquatch Growers. We're bringing in some of our new lights with our new strips that have the new red mix in there. So we're going to be bringing in a couple of double squatch racks, and then another, the original upgraded version of the double squatch baking sheet edition. I mean, a lot of people give us a huge amount of flack about building our lights into baking sheets. And I'm all like, what's wrong, man? It's a baking sheet, man. It's brilliant. It's a heat sink. The fucker's designed to conduct heat. That's the point of a heat sink. And at the end of the day, don't you want to get baked? Anyway, but we're going to be bringing in some of those. The perpetual flowering room will be up and running fairly soon. There's actually plants all around me here on the other side. There's all the Hindu Kushes down there on the floors. Some of the new strains we've started for seed that you're all going to get to look forward to seeing. We got some blueberry indica coming back, making a reappearance after many years of absenteeism on the channel. Okay. We're going to be doing a classic out of BC history, and that's what is known as BC Big Bud. All right. So BC Big Bud, historically speaking, from our trend on it, is actually a rework of a Dutch genetic. Okay. Theirs was an indica dom. Ours was a sat dom. I know, Uncle Potsquatch growing sats. What the fuck's going on? Well, at the end of the day, we are preparing for the Saskatoon Medicinal Harvest Cup. We will be attempting to sweep all categories, including sativa, indica, and the hybrid category. All right. So we also got some pink cushions going. These ones are from seed. So we're going to be checking those out. What else do we got? Ooh, we got some blue cheese Afghani cross, okay? The interesting thing on that one is typically cheese coming from the skunk family really actually has a decent amount of Afghani originally in that back motif there, okay? So the good thing is it's going to be interesting to see what happens when we reintroduce some Afghani genetics into that blue cheese genetic. Blue cheese obviously would be cheese crossed with blueberry indica, all right? And then we got an Afghan coming in on that as well. Right now, they're looking very bushy, right? So I think we're going to get some sexy indica dominance maybe going on that one. But we're going to have some funky monkey cheese stank. We're going to have some blueberry stank. And well, Afghanis either stink a lot or not at all. So it'll be interesting to see how that one works on. Let's go here and see. Johnny Summertime, where's the B cam? I'm not using Streamlabs yet, and Normal's YouTube doesn't let me do this. Just be glad I was able to make all these new parts work together. I'm hoping to have Streamlabs, aka Cam A, Cam B, and doing all the fancy pants shit. I'm hoping to have that figured out in roughly the next week or so. I'm watching YouTube videos. I'm learning on the YouTubes, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, we'll see what happens, you know what I'm saying? But like, here's a question. How much clearer is this shit now? It looks pretty clear to me on my end. How clear is it for you at home? It seems like it's coming through pretty good. How do you like the new microphone? Is it good for you? I think it probably sounds quite potentially very nice. We are using the Shure SM7B. The SM7B is a industry standard microphone. It's been around a long time. Used by Michael Jackson, used by Joe Rogan, to my knowledge, used by a lot of the big shows. Hell, I've even got the same fucking arm that these motherfuckers use. So I've been doing some research and learning about this shit. So I'm hoping it's pretty nice. Julio from Denver says, harvest is this Saturday. Woo! Yeah, baby. All right. Is it worth to water tomorrow for the last time? If I water it with it, will it lengthen the drying process? Well, one, I mean, I typically will, because like as we all know, and even though a lot of people say, oh, it's bro science doing a period of darkness, that is actually been proven complete crap. It is not bro science. There's actually quite a lot of shifting cannabinoids and terpenes and chemical changes going on when we do a 24, 48, or 72-hour period. So I am a big fan, personally speaking, of doing that darkness period for 24 to 72 hours. And I also drop the temperatures down quite low when I do that. All right. So the fact of the matter is, baby, I will water right before I go into that darkness period. It will saturate your plant's tissues in terms of that. But again, elongating that drying window is what we're shooting for, okay? At least in my humble 2 cents, what we're shooting for when it comes to that drying window is we're looking for that happy 10 to 14 day drying window. I also like to dry in the cold. Okay. So I'll be running ACs on that. And I dry at a relative humidity of about 55, maximum 60. So let's say 50 to 60 is your happy place on that one, everybody. But again, having a slow drying window is what's going to preserve those terpenes and preserve those cannabinoids and provide us some of the best cannabis, okay, that we can get. And at the end of the day, so I would say, yeah, go for it. Let that watering happen. Um, well, what we might do is maybe I'll go grab one of the plants. We'll bring it up here on the desk. We can show it to you, but we'll get to that in a little bit. I'm just also getting used to being on here again. Little Stewie's like, stats, what the fuck? No, I know, right? No. But I mean, at the end of the day, little Stewie, not everyone has this obsession with Kush and indicas that I do. We are gearing up to launch our legal company. We will be one of the first truly legal seed companies in the world. A lot of people say, oh, well, if you sell it as a novelty, that is legal now. And no, that's bullshit. There's never been a law in any country, internationally or nationally anywhere, actually making that true. So a lot of the seed companies we've all come to know and love over the years have always been illegal. We'll call them gray zone because they aren't criminals. So I don't want to call it a black market or, it may technically be illegal, but we'll call it people doing the right work. All right. But I mean, at the end of the day, when it comes to that kind of stuff, there is no such thing as legal very much. There's a few people who do hold the legal ability in Canada to produce seed, but let's be all honest here. They're pretty much all stupid. They don't have the good shit. They don't know what they're doing. So that's why we're gearing up to bring affordable, reliable, legal genetics to the world. So that's one of the things we're gearing up to. So at the end of the day, even I have to play with some sats and some hybrids sometimes and get ready for that. Right here. 1 second here. Oh, let's see. Where was I? I'm just making sure I'm not missing anybody's messages here. Oh, it jumped ahead a bunch. All right. So Potsquatch. A lot of the so like for example, when we build our sheets design, we do put a small computer fan into that. That is just to help regulate heat conduction. Okay. But the actual sheet we build our lights into is the heat sink. On our racking systems, those racks, those bars, those pieces, those are the heat sinks. Heat sinks function. Basically, it's a rough equation of taking any form of material and the way it conducts heat. What is the point of that? Well, we're trying to remove the active heat out of the LED tech to move it away. This will add for longevity of our wonderful little lights, okay? All right. But basically, on cheap crap lights, one of the things that they've been done is they don't really have a huge capacity in terms of an actual heat sink concept. So a lot of the old blurple lights have a shitload of fans built into them. That is to attempt to have the things not burn out, okay? All right. Oh, I'm looking good on your big screen TV. All right, gotcha. Now I love it. So let's move on here. Gaz just says, good day to Stuart Parkins. Oh, they're just saying hi. All right. Johnny Summertime is like growing out my first cross, Tangy cookies and black gelato. I'm assuming you mean gelato. and in third week of flower. Nice. How they looking? And then he also says in cross to BC cheese male. All right, with strawberry mac. Ooh, and then the black gelato. Got over 2,000 C's in a 2x2, right? And that's the thing, Let's touch on that for a second. The fact that you got thousands of seeds in a 2x2 is not surprising to me. That's always been my big issue, I think, with how much people are charging for seeds. Because let's be fair, in a 3x3, with one plant, I could produce 5 to 10,000 seeds. So where do people get off charging 65 to $100+ for three of them? Fuck that noise. And we're back. So we're gonna be changing the rules on that, whether people like it or not. And when we come to market, we are going to be making some pretty good pricing for you. All right. Hey, thank you so Christ. Who said Eugene Dolan is like, man, that microphone is savage. All right. Well, thank you. That was the point. It was a little bit expensive, to be honest with you. Have I trimmed my beard? No. I just didn't shower today. So when I don't shower, my beard gets quite curly. I do trim it down on the sides a little bit sometimes, just up at the top here. And I do get a lot of breakage through it because my beard is quite curly. But no, the beard's still all there. If I were to go shower right now, it would probably come down another couple of inches once it releases out. And yeah, but no, I have not trimmed the beard. All right. Soul Price says, sup with the freak shows. Well, I actually used all the freak show beans I had, so I don't actually have any freak show beans. Our close friend Ben has some crosses that supposedly come out quite freaky, so we might bring some of those in. I do have some freak show pollen as well, so we may do some breeding with that to try to get that. Sadly, I don't have any freak show beans left, but if I can get some freak show beans, we'll definitely do them for everybody. Yes. So lights out. You can go 72 hours. Greg, I'll be honest with you. I think, as I age, as I go on, I think 48 hours darkness and super chilling those is kind of my happy place, really, where I typically go with it. Oh, whoa. Okay, let's play catch up here. How far behind am I? Holy shit. Sorry, everyone. See, I'm still me. How's it hanging, brother? Wait. Whatever happened to the Frankenstein plant? Well, the Franken plant, well, we harvested it, but we actually did oddly get four random beans out of it. Big, dark, hard beans out of Franken plant. I call them the four sisters, the four daughters of Franken plant. So we will grow those for you. The Franken plant was a weird, eccentric phenotype that came out of Bubba Cherry crossed with Firefly. Hey, Johnny Karaoke. What's happening, baby? Welcome to the show. How you liking the new microphone? All right. Sorry, everybody. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing anyone's messages here. Greg says he's waiting for the black tie to finish. Hell yeah, then you're going to take a break. All right. Well, you do what you got to do. For me, I was forced into taking a break from growing. It's been killing me, I tell you. Zed Wells, I'm doing well. How you doing, my friend? Welcome to the show. Right there. Budson Hazard, cheers to you, baby. Here's looking at you, Budson Hazard. Oh, it's in my hand, Josh Green. Don't worry. The beer is here. It is just in my left hand. Crazy Grower Todd. Trim jail is the best kind of jail to be in, though. And the trick to trimming, you know what I mean? Put on a movie you like, put on some background noise, get into that zone, and just keep on doing it. I mean, that's the best way and the only true way. And the more you actually, in fact, get used to hand trimming, the faster you can get. I mean, I've gotten to a place where I'm eerily quick. There's even people that are faster than me, but I can process a pound pretty fucking quickly now. Especially depending on the weed. I mean, some weeds are easier to trim than others. Second. Hey, Johnny Summertime, you can, but once I hit the scene, nobody ever gonna buy seeds off anybody again because I'm gonna be making them vastly more affordable. Juan the Riviera, that is complete bullshit. Just needing blue and red to do everything is not true. You know what? It's vastly beneficial to have a vastly more broad spectrum kind of thing, and that's really what's kind of elevated LED lights now to being able to kill it. Is those 3,000, those 3,500s, those 4,000s, those kind of white broad spectrum type LEDs. And for those of you who always give us a hard time, well, why don't you guys put red in your lights? Well, fuck off, we do now. So it's all available now. All of our new shit comes with reds in them on the at least the strips anyway. The X4 board is still a straight 3500 currently, to my knowledge, but that's my happy place, as we all know. All right. Hey, go back to dad duty. Say hi to your daughter, Glenn. Thank you for tuning in to the first show back, buddy. Oh, by the way, everyone, Glenn got his first tattoo the other day. It's pretty cool. It's the Great Kazoo smoking a joint right high. It is super cool, Glenn. Loved watching your live stream there, buddy. Everyone who is on the Facebook, check out Glenn Wells' daily streams. The man is a dab machine. If you want to see a man dab more than almost anybody, holy crap, this man, I've seen him do in like 30 to 60 minutes, or was it like 30 minutes? He did like 60 dabs or something stupid like that. Glenn is a machine. If you need someone on your smoking team to dab it up, well, you call Glenn. Give Glenn a call there. It'll be a good one. All right. Hey, Wake and Bake. What's up, buddy? Welcome to the show. Hell yeah, Clay S. How's that looking? Send me some pictures of that one. That sounds sexy. I actually have successfully, big shout out to Sasquatch Cannabis Smoke Co. My close friend, Sean. Sean actually just sold his farm and broke down his thing. Sean's farm was where we did the Halloween Weird Show, and also where we captured the alien fairy footage on their security camera. Sean has donated his entire seed collection to the cause at Potsquatch Growers. I managed to find two things that are quite special in the seed collection. Guess what we have now, everybody? Regular photo original skunk. That's right. I've only got 5 of them, but as long as we can get a good male and a good woman, we can make the original skunk come back. And we also found original regular photo hash plant as well, another quintessential kind of the trifecta of old school shit would be, in my mind, the original skunk, original hash plants, and then Northern Lights number 4 or 5. Luckily, our close friend Brett, our partner in crime when it comes to building lights for people, is getting the 1989 Northern Lights number 5. So I told him, once I breed out some of those original skunk and hash plants, I'll trade you, and then you send us that Northern Lights, and then we will be in possession of the original trifecta, and then work on getting those ready for bringing those to market once we get all the licensing and everything done here in Canada. All right, here, I got to make sure I'm not missing anything. What's happening, Freedom Grower? Welcome to the show. I'm doing well, Jeremiah Sanchez. Thank you for tuning into the show. What's up, Andre 4000 Inner City Gardening? Good to see you, baby. All right. One second here. Just looking at people's messages. What's up, Video Reel? I don't know if it's just me, but the mic arm seems like it might be better on the other side, but maybe it's just I like it here. I mean, I played with it on both sides. I've actually got a big monitor here to the right. So this is my big monitors here when I'm doing editing now. That's right. I'm trying to learn editing for our videos and working on that. So typically there's a giant monitor there. So that's why the mic goes to the left there. I'm pretty sure the microphone's pretty good. Like, I don't actually think I need to keep doing this. I can just sit back here. Like, for example, everybody, if I'm sitting back here, can you still hear me? Or should we maybe do this? Maybe I'll directionally point it that way. There we go. How's that now? Is that better? Anyway, I'm just getting to, used to all this shit. That's true, everybody. Texas Squanch has created even though I'm not, me, I'm not a huge fan of the autos, but he has created a new auto called Schnozberry. Yes, and remember, Video Reel, I just threw all of this together this morning. We will be using Streamlabs. I will be further working on the setup of the set and the stage and all of that. I mean, this is just sort of our initial soft launch. It's been far too fucking long. It's time for Uncle Potsquatch to make the great return and come back. And so that's why we're here this way. And at the end of the day, I mean, is it better if I just push this over? Does that make you happier on the frame here? I think the frame looks really nice, personally speaking, but I could maybe drop the camera down a bit. I just wanted to show everything in the background there. But like I said, we're just playing around with this. Yeah. All right, bear with me here. I missed you too, Jeremiah Sanchez. Hell yeah, Robert McVetti. It's taken me a long time to find that. So a big shout out to Sasquatch Cannabis Smoke Co. Thank you for sharing and gifting your genetic trove to us. We will make it go to a good home. and we will use it to create the future of marijuana for all of us. And don't worry, we will have you anytime you need to grow. So Buds and Hazard says, "Hey, Deadhead 62, hope you're feeling better after breaking your neck." Whoa, what? Who broke their neck? Holy shit. I will second that. I hope you're healing well and doing okay. Holy shit. That's right. Our show right now has not taken the Tadalafil or the Viagra's. Hey, Ben Ruge, we were talking about you earlier. We were talking about your half freak shows that you've created because everyone was like, "What happened to those, freak shows?" I'm like, "Well, I don't have any beans left, but maybe I'll get the." Actually, Ben, if you send me some of those half freak show beans, I've got some freak show pollen. Why don't we breed in freak show again into them, and then we can see what we can kind of create, you know? Oh, my ink. Yeah, I won't lie to you. I tattoo very easily. Didn't really hurt much except for the last couple of hours, last 2 or 3 hours of that session. Definitely, I was focusing my Vulcan mind powers to handle the pain of that one, but it wasn't too bad though. No, I know. And Juan Rivera, I've grown a lot with just blue and red. That was literally the many years when I first started fucking around with LEDs. I switched to LEDs before the tech was ever there. I remember growing with half watt chips and 1 watt chips. I remember when 3 and 5 watt chips were this breakthrough technology, and we were all like, huh, what? A 3 watt chip? Oh, and then mixing in 5 watt chips? Oh my God, you're insane. I also remember how much they fucking cost. Back in the day, to even get a piece of shit cost you stupid amounts of money. Freaky style, no. I'm assuming it's probably something that's based out of Freak Show or what's the other one? There's two. One's American, one's Canadian. Freak of Nature is the other one. Um, that's where that all started. Now, where did it first come from? Hard to say. There's a lot of conjecture on that one, but yeah, that's right, Bo Peoples. Uncle Potsquatch has returned. They tried to destroy us. They tried to defeat me. They tried to take us out. But we are back. We are here. And now I got a fun chair with wheels, and I can do this. I can do that. I got a whole case of beer down here with ice. My fridge makes ice upstairs, so it was really nice. It's the simple things in life. You know what I mean? So yeah, Robert Mr. Green Fingers Thomas. I haven't tried that one. I'll have to check it out, my friend. But definitely have to check it out. Johnny Summertime, who tried to defeat us? Well, many have. We're not. Uncle Potsquatch isn't necessarily everyone's favorite person in the industry. Most people like me. But it had to do with the fact is we'll tell the story now. We're out. Everything's good. We lived in a park. We rented the land. It was indigenous land. The local tribe was getting into the marijuana game. And simply put, with that came a new lease they were trying to illegally enforce on everyone. How was it illegal? Well, one, breach of contract. The original lease and legal agreement that we had signed with the band had been that both parties have to sign off on a new lease. Thus, unless that happens, you cannot enforce it. So, breach of contract suit right there. Infringement of my human rights right there. Another one. And then also too, they actually were in complete direct violation of British Columbia renters' rights. And I have spent my entire life standing with the sovereignty of Indigenous people of Canada. My mother is even an elder in the Niska people up north. But at the end of the day, sovereignty doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. And they really tried to fuck us. So basically, they found out who I was. They found out what I was doing. They found out about our company. They found out about our show, and they found out that I was a medical cannabis patient who was consulting people and helping people. And basically, they wrote a new lease that enforced that one, you couldn't grow even with your licenses there. Even though I was growing inside, I wasn't growing on the land, I was growing in the house that I owned. They enforced no at home companies. Our home address is our corporate registry address. And they also basically were trying to back out on all liabilities on this new lease where all protections for people who were living there were removed. I was starting to panic because I was like, oh shit, like how do we fight that? Like, I mean, we could have tried; it would have been expensive, but luckily we managed to sell the trailer. Uh, I basically managed to make almost as much profit off of that house as I paid for it 3 years ago, which allowed me in a runaway market in Vancouver to actually get into another house. This property that we're coming to you from now was actually the fourth property I tried to buy. It was the fourth fucking property. Everything I kept getting outbid. And I actually got outbid twice on this house, but their financing kept falling through. And eventually we pulled it off, and Uncle Potsquatch managed to get his hairy hands on this place. And we're now living here. We own the land. Nobody can tell me shit. And they can all go rotate. So that's what I meant, though, in that they tried to destroy me. They tried to come after me and take me out. But we're okay now. Everything's all right. A second here. Let's try this. We'll put that way and like that. That might be okay. How's the sound when I do the mic that way? Is that okay, everybody? Well, that's the funny thing, Kemet432, is I actually did reach out to the tribe and offered my help. I actually have quite a few friends who are the owners of the largest indigenous cannabis company in Canada. I believe currently, right now, they have about 45 different nations united under All Nations Cannabis. I was involved in trying to help them find financiers and investors. And I became very close friends with the owners of that. I was completely prepared to connect that tribe with them, empower them that way. And I would have done it for free. I didn't want to cut. I didn't want anything. So I reached out to their council. And for lack of better terms, they said, fuck off, white guy. And so sadly, I did try to reach out to them. I did try to work with them. I was totally prepared to help them, their people, become empowered and grow. And I would have done it for free. I didn't need a shareholder. I didn't need anything for it. I was happy to do it out of the goodness of my heart. But they basically told me to go fuck myself. So shit happens. What are you going to do? You win some, you'll lose some. Well, I won, cocksuckers. I'm still here. Sorry. I'm still a little bent out of shape on that one, but it's okay. I am helping the indigenous people who are the ones who I do work with now. I may have a beef with their companies, but that's okay. I've aligned myself with the companies that matter, that are doing good work in Canada, that I have the utmost respect for. So that's what we're doing now, and then doing our own company here. What are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, keep it rolling, keep it rocking, and do what you can. You know what I'm saying? Well, Juan Rivera, I mean, it is a hard industry in general. A lot of people say there's so many people involved in the cannabis industry now. How does anyone begin to make a name for themselves? How do they begin to make a brand? I did it. I did it with nothing. I did it with a few beers, tenacity, dedication, and love. So there, never give up on your dreams. I almost say having a lot of people in the industry isn't a bad thing. In my mind, having so many people in the industry is almost a good thing, because a lot of people are pretty mediocre with what they do. So really, having a lot of people doing mediocre work in the industry actually makes it easier to shine, if you're fairly decent at what you do. So I think in many ways it's actually a good thing. Plus, I'm all about fair market competition and everyone having their place and getting to take a swing at it. I mean, that's a big part of what I'm about and what I believe in. So here, one second here. Let's read some comments. Yes. So everyone, we do have a Discord server. It has been up and running for quite some time now. There's not tons of us there yet, but there's some of us there. Big shout out to Soul Price for all the hard work you've done setting all that up and getting that ready for the Potsquatch Growers Army. So if you're someone at home who isn't a fan of Facebook and you don't want to go onto Facebook to be part of our Facebook group, okay, so on Facebook, go to the Potsquatch Growers community on Facebook. Answer the questions. It is liability. And if you answer those questions, we can get you in. Everyone is welcome as long as you can basically play nice. The main rule is don't be a dick fuck. Okay, treat people with respect, no ego bullshit, no prick waving, no competition or slander, no insulting people, belittling people, because I will personally boot you the fuck out of the group. Okay. I ain't got time for that. We are not a frat house. We are not children. So we can all get along. But if you can play by those terms, by those policies, everyone's welcome in the community. Everyone's welcome here on YouTube. Everyone's welcome there on Facebook. Everyone's welcome in the Discord server. As long as you cannot be a dick fuck. Okay. If you can live that way, we're okay. All right. So let's see here. No, Soul Price, it's an amazing start. You've done such a good job, Soul Price. Don't belittle yourself. You are ready to rock and roll, my friend. All right, here. 1 second. CK420 Herb Talk. I like your name, by the way. What's CK stand for? Cannabis King. I was just watching Tiger King again yesterday. This is why I went there on that one. But yeah, you know, it's meant to be a safe place for all. We, the Potsquatch Growers Army, we, the Potsquatch Growers community, we are a group of people all over the world, in both legal and non-legal places, fighting for the right of plant people the worldwide. It doesn't matter your color. It doesn't matter your orientation. It doesn't matter your religious affiliations, or as I personally prefer to call them, superstitions. But I grew up in the church, and I'm the son of two priests. I'm allowed to say that. But you know, at the end of the day, we are a safe place for all people. And as long as you can treat your fellow Potsquatches with respect and love, compassion and understanding, you don't have to agree with each other. Hell, did you know that some of my best friends are people who completely disagree with me on almost everything, and we can still hang out. We can still go grab a beer. We can still hang out and have a good time, baby. So, I mean, at the end of the day, that's kind of what we're trying to do, at least on the microcosm, is we're trying to prove the point of people the world over can get along quite easily if we all just make a small little effort. It's not that hard, and that's what we're about. All right. All right. Oh, Carolina Kind. Oh, well, I was definitely off on that one then. Hey, Keep It Cheap says live from Potsquatch Studios. That's right. Thank you very much. And you know what? This is just sort of the initial setup that we've got going on here. There's going to be multiple camera angles. I'm going to put cameras in the fucking other spaces as we're setting them up, and we're going to use all the fancy Streamlabby crap, and I can bring other people onto the show. It's going to be fancy pants shit. I'm all hardwired now. Has anyone noticed how not glitchy this is? Has anyone noticed how it's just coming through crystal clear? Have you noticed how sultry my voice sounds right now? You know, it's you know, a little bit of good equipment goes a long way, and we do what we can. I love you too, Juan Rivera. Much love, my friend, and keep it real. Thank you very much for the love. Yeah, it was funny. CK420 Herb Talk. Let's talk about why we have two cameras. We've just got the one right now set up because I mean it's all I can figure out for the show today. Once we get Streamlabs set up, I'll have a dual camera thing. So like we'll have a sort of right now what you're looking at is the rough main wide shot, and then maybe I'll do one here that's all up close and personal, and you can see how hairy my face is a little bit closer, right? But originally I tried to order, so I was doing the research into like what webcam would work for this. What camera should I be using to do a quality live stream show that's going to come across sexily for people at home? And you know, the number one camera that you know within reason of price kept popping up was the Logitech Brio 4K. And it is a pretty fancy pants camera. I mean, look at what you're seeing right now. I mean, it's pretty sexy. So first I ordered one from Amazon, and then it went back and was returned to sender because I've been having problems ordering things in here to Hope. Hope seems to be this weird zone of like post doesn't come through. But oops. But at the end of the day, you know, Amazon messaged me and was like, oh, that's fine. Sorry, business thing about our new CBD products coming out. They'll be out soon. We'll leave it at that. But at the end of the day, so I'm sitting here going like, fuck, I got to go back live again. I got to come back to my Potsquatches. I got to come say hello to everybody. Say hi, you know, and I was freaking out. They returned it to sender. I was beyond livid about that. So I ordered it from another supplier. Then I got an email one morning that one was returned to sender. And so I called the company. I was a little mad. So again, Visions Canada Electronics, I'm sorry for yelling at you, but thank you for making it right. They sent it back at their expense. Express shipping. It got here in like a day or two. The funny part was when I went to the mail to pick up the second camera I had ordered, both were waiting for me. That's right. We have one from Amazon and one from Visions Canada. So now I've got two of these silly cameras, but that's okay. We're going to integrate them both into the set. eventually with Streamlabs and kind of have multiple angles, make a more dynamic show and make it feel sexy for people. But we're working on that. I know I don't need to like keep looking into the microphone, but it's fun doing that. Yeah, so Josh Green, this isn't a condenser mic. This is an SM7B dynamic studio microphone, and then we're using the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 dual powering whichever fucking unit. I'm loving this microphone. It took me a while to get the stupid thing to work, but that's also because Uncle Potsquatch is a bit of an idiot. But eventually, I figured it out. Let's see here. How's the tattoo pain? Completely healed. My back is totally healed. I healed in about 3 or 4 days. The way they do tattoos now is with a second skin. They told me to leave it on for a week. I removed it the morning of day 5 because I was having a severe allergic reaction to it. Turns out my skin does not like it. But after 3 or 4 days, I was completely healed. My back is totally healed. I can show it to you in a second as long as nobody's gonna freak out me like whip my titties out, you know. But and the weird thing was when I took that second skin off, my back hair had grown back almost a full centimeter in about 4 days. Ask my wife; she can confirm that. It was pretty crazy. 1 second here, everybody. I'm just reading people's shit here. I agree. Wake and bake now. By the way, CBD is great for taking that edge off of anxiety and anxiety attacks. I'm a big fan about that one. When do we get to look around? Well, as LST UK Big Bud, since this is now a hardwired studio, I can't easily do it. Plus, it's not overly set up. Like, I mean, there's plants everywhere behind this camera right now. Nothing's too fancy pants, but in the next week, we'll release a video taking everyone on a tour and showing you the new flowering room as we set it up. The perpetual flowering room is actually over there and what was the bedroom down here. So basically, the new house we've bought is 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 2,250 square foot house. Mrs. Potsquatch is quite happy about the fact that there's a whole area down here. So there's over a 900 square foot 1-bedroom apartment down here. That is the new set, the new office, the new lab for us here at Potsquatch Growers. So we've got tons of room. We're going to have a perpetual flowering room going at all times. We're going to be having a tent city set up. We're going to start breeding. We're going to be doing closet experiments. We're going to be doing tent experiments. I've ordered another little squatch because currently right now I've lent it to Uncle Michael, the one I have, for his house plants and herbs. Yeah, it's cute. Michael's growing his stuff at home that way. And we'll bring another one in though, because I still want to do the little squatch experiment. For those who shall not be named, aka bullshit Mars Hydro. We want to show how our little light blows their piece of shit out of the water. So we're going to put our little light in a 2x4, like we've been talking about for the better part of a year, and actually show you what it can do. So I'm looking forward to that. Nicole Landman, if she's still here, Nicole, if you're there, you can attest to this. Nicole bought their first squatch light. They bought the little squatch. And I don't know, Nicole, how you feeling so far in terms of your experience with that one? I mean, to my understanding, you're quite liking it. Okay, wait. Am I missing messages here? Juan Rivera, drink a beer. Don't worry. What's happening, Visible Fires? Bill Gore, welcome to the show. Also, too, 1 second here. All right, I'm just playing catch up. So Squatch is the town center, like the movie. Do you have the big ass sports store in like Lake close by? Well, Green's the 373 Steel. We've got a river. We've got glacial rivers. We've got glacial lakes. I'm about a 10-minute drive from the open mountains. Where we live is smack dab in the middle of Hope. We are surrounded by mountains, and we are where Rambo came from. In 1981, they got Rambo. In 2021, they got me. And don't worry, I'm actually running for mayor of Hope in about 3.75 years. So if you're local, get ready to vote Uncle Potsquatch for mayor. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is coming up on the 45-minute mark here on the show. And luckily, Mrs. Potsquatch has been nice enough to grant us with her presence. So Mrs. Potsquatch is going to come and say hi to everybody. She's going to take a couple minutes to say hello. I was really excited to have her as part of this show. I believe she's going to perform some music for us as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll, please. Welcome to the set, Mrs. Potsquatch. Oh, fuck off. and I'm going to go take a piss and smoke in the washroom.
Fancy.
It might be a little sweaty on the chair. I'm sorry.
I mean, we share a bed, so I mean, that's...
It gets sweaty in there too, baby.
Because they're sweaty. Another thing. Oh, that's inappropriate. Okay, but that's not a kid show, so hey, whatever. Hey, how's everyone doing? It's good to be here. It's good to see the set up and running and see how things are expanding and growing, so to speak, right? I miss you guys. Yeah, and it's nice because normally I don't participate in these shows. One, I absolutely would participate in the welcome back show, as I guess you could call it, / the new set. But I've also been on a bit of a break in between movies / TV shows. So I've had a nice break. I'm back next Tuesday, so I'll be my grumpy self in no time. But that's just the PA life. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Ganjanaria Mama. Oh, might need to change the setting. Am I screaming in this? So you guys, my voice is really low? Like, you can't hear the volume, or I sound like B. Arthur, because that's a thing. That is a thing. Let's just do a quick little sound. Oh, okay. This it is a tattoo. Technically, it's an old form of tattoo called scarification. So that was done via skin removal. Just fun fact. The light shining down on it makes it look a lot less red than it kind of is. But okay, sweet. Oh yeah, okay. Bring the mic a bit closer. Come a little bit closer. I don't know if it's like karaoke mics where you gotta like eat it and you're like, oh. How's this? Yes? Très bien, c'est bon. C'est si bon. I don't actually know that song. Okay. We're good here. We're good right here. Is this my sweet spot? Yay or nay? Turn up the gain. Gains. That's a zombie investor. Okay, so it seems that the general consensus is this is good. Can we hear the slight tink of the ice cube that's mostly melted in this drink? Because I'm a drinker. I'm a joker. I'm a smoker. Iggy Pop does C'est si bon with Diana Krall. Damn, that's cool. That is cool. I didn't know that. That's hilarious. Are we good here? Okay. Okay, we're good here. I like this. So yeah, for this show, I thought the most appropriate songs I could do were the pop parody national anthems I did for Canada as well as America. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way. It's fun to say America. Sorry, I'm just reading your comments. Okay, cool. Just making sure there's no fuck ups. Because we don't like fuck ups. Like those fuck ups. Also, before I get into it, I just want to say thanks for everyone who is joining the show today. Not to diss anyone who couldn't be here today. Don't worry, I'm not upset with you. It probably wouldn't affect your life if I was. So anyways, I want to say thank you to everyone who's joining the show. Thanks to all our moderators for moderating. Thanks to Potsquatch for pot squatting. My lovely darling. All right. Say it with your chest. America. America. Is that too loud? I'm so scared of being loud. Wow, my upbringing was messed up. Okay, that's all that says. We're Roman Catholic. Shh. We don't shout. And when you're a Catholic, we also sing like robots, especially when we're rejoicing. It goes like this. Jesus is so great. Jesus is so fine. That's how Roman Catholics celebrate and rejoice. Aw. Soul Price, you're a sweetheart. And thank you, baby, for telling me that I don't need to deep throat the mic. Just you. That could be a song. I don't need to deep throat the mic. I just need to deep throat you. Oh, deep throat. It's not as disgusting as it's. It could be a love song called Deep Throat. You know what? I'll write it, and if you guys like it, cool. If not, it's on the internet, and too bad, so sad. Okay. Well, with that, all Canadians, please put your joints over your heart or your bong or your bowls or your edibles or your tincture, whatever cannabis you have around. Put it over your heart or your mouth or both. You don't have to stand. It's not that important. But if you want to, all rise for the Cannabis National Anthem. Oh, cannabis, the plant for you and me. Big frosty buds and plants as big as trees. So smoke your bowls, smoke your joints, bowls, and rip your bongs, or eat a moist brownie. From far and wide, oh, cannabis, the plant for you and me. Pod keep our land notorious in BC. Fuck the government, you suck at growing weed. True growers will always have better weed titties. Yeah. So I wrote that for because July 1st is Canada Day here in Canada. Jesus. But in BC, it's also Cannabis Day for whatever reason. So I kind of thought it would be nice to make a hybrid. And then when I wrote that, there was some Americans who were like, hey, where's ours? And I was like, that's a good point. Where is it? So I wrote one. I done did wrote one. Sorry, I was watching Tiger King. So Americans, America. That's as chesty as it gets. Grab your joints, your bongs, your bowls, your edibles, your tinctures, your cannabis-infused anythings. All of them at the same time. This one's for you. Oh, say, can you see that blunt rolled so tight and profoundly inhaled in the moonlight was pleasing, whose trichome seen from Mars, and the smell was so right, and the shows that we'll watch will be better when streaming, and the dabrig's red glare, the bongs bursting in air, got us through the whole night, but our snacks were not there. Oh, say, has that bud-spangled dabber seen Dave? For he has some dank-ass weed and grows all the best strains. That was my favorite. I'm sorry, Canada. Oh, man. Spark them up. Smoke them if you got them. Yeah, no one else can have that song. Not you, Weird Al. Not you, Mark Emery. Not you, henchman, turning knobs, making it look like you're doing something. Play Freebird. There's always one who says play Freebird. I have replaced that with play Berserker, girls think sexy. Thank you, Fall Dog. Your edible was over your heart. I appreciate that. Do fac. Oh man, Fave's not here. But it was funny because Faves. Fac. Everyone's saying fac. Fac it to us. Irish Wanderer, hey! You know what? You're not late. You arrived exactly when you're supposed to, so don't even worry about it. Oh, man. So Irish Wanderer, thank you for joining us. Happy to have you here. Oh, man. Fac or fap. Oh, fac. It's, oh, shit. I know it's C minor. Think it, nope. Not that chord. It's like an F something. Oh, I mean, I have my phone right here. I can definitely look it up. It's literally 2 chords. Literally 2 fucking chords. What's cracking, ball sacking, duck smacking? Sexy Husband is just taking a quick break, and I am the musical entertainment / that's it. That's all I got. See smoking in the boys' room. Teacher, don't you feel me? Up with your rules, 'cause everybody knows that smoking ain't allowed in school. Oh my, what a weird song to sing at this point in time. When Irish eyes are smiling, da 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 da. I'm sorry. Sorry, the Irish Wanderer. I blame you. Okay. Nope. Nope. That's it. Literally one of the easiest F chords besides F major would be that's F minor or F sharp minor. I learned that first when I was learning friggin' this is ground control to major tone. Someone please help me out here. My brain isn't braining. Can you play any rock and roll on that thing? Thank you, Space Oddity. Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate you. Hell yeah. All right. Now that I remembered the chord. All right. Let me get the sweat off my hands. I'm actually going to pull up the lyrics because sometimes my brain does not want to remember lyrics. And I don't remember song titles that are notorious, memorable, infamous, famous, all that. Here we go. It's usually the last verse that I'm like kind of messed up on. Okay. Beep beep bop boop. And with that, and ow, 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 oh shit, I'm going to come, oh goddamn, back, I am, I'm going to come, I'm coming, I'm gonna see no shit like this bitch can twist like a damn contortionist, caught him on my dick, of course it is, this bitch don't know what abortion is, so I can't come in her, fucks like a porn star, looks like Jenna, back I'm gonna come, I think my rubber's coming off, but oh it's so fucking wet and soft, I'm squirting and she's not letting off, cheese on top, I'm gonna fucking, oh god, oh don't do that, don't stop, wait a minute, ow, back, I'm gonna fucking come, ow, oh shit, I'm going to come, oh goddamn, back, I am, I'm going to come, I'm coming, ooh, wow, ooh, bam, pow, ooh, I'll need a cigarette now, I'm so fucking hot, and you're so fucking hot, oh my god, I wanna fucking back, no not fuck, I said back, F-A-C-K, back, and freak me. Ooh yeah, girl, see baby, they call me Mr. Freaky. Let's call your sister three-way, have some threesome, me so horny. And you're such a fucking babe, I wanna go down on you, fuck you shaved. Oh goddamn, here I go again, I'm gonna come, I am, ow, oh shit, I'm going to come, oh goddamn, ow, back, I am, I'm going to come, I'm coming, every day, every day, every day, every day. Okay, I came twice, I ain't gonna come again. Okay, I'm done. I already came twice, you ain't gonna make me come. I'm all out of gas, not so fast. Oh, your finger just went in my ass. Oh, that hurts, take it out. Ow, oh, wait a minute, ow, pull it back in. This don't mean I'm gay, I don't like men. I like boobs. Now see that gerbil, grab that tube and shove it in my butt. Let that little asshole nibble on my asshole. Oh yeah, fuck yeah, right there. I'm coming, oh yeah. Fuck, it just came again. Okay, pull it out now. Oh, fuck yeah. I think he's not out. He's still crawling around up there. And ow, fuck, I think it's stuck. Oh, but it feels so fucking good. Ow, ow. Oh, shit. I'm going to come. I'm coming on out. Back, I am. I'm going to come. Shove a gerbil in your ass through a tube. Shove a gerbil in your ass through a tube. Shove a gerbil in your ass through a tube. Shove a gerbil in your ass through a tube. L. Back. Poor gerbil is correct. That. Maybe Eminem should write a song as an apology to that gerbil. Sorry, gerbil. I shoved you up my ass. Just keep giving me more songs to sing. I give you 2 songs. I give you 3 songs. Now you want 4 songs. Well, really now. Who wrote Fact? That's an Eminem song. Oh, show. I like this much better than having to like touch the phone to see the comments again and like play catch up. This is much nicer. This is a much nicer setup. I don't know about you guys. I mean, I look a little washed out, but that's okay. That's okay. That's just that's my own personal opinion, which doesn't matter. I can shove it up my ass along with that gerbil. I'm in stereo. Fun fact, I am working on my new parody, which the lyrics are done, everything's done. I just need to be sent the I don't know, the instrumental stuffs. And then I need to record it, and then I'm gonna do a video, and it's gonna be fucking hilarious. It's To Baby Got Back because I'm cool like that. But it's not a ukulele. But anyways, without further ado.
What, you're not doing pot, pot, pot?
I can do pot, pot, pot.
Do a finale.
Okay.
I'm also going to play with the light above you to see if I can make you less washed out.
All right. I wasn't planning on doing the pot, 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 and of course I don't have the...
Okay, just if you're getting to it, do whatever you want.
It's okay. I just need to look up the 2 chords that are to this song, because that's cool. Oh, here we go. The light directing, because it's quite it. We should get some gels.
I don't have any. I'm using printer paper.
That's why I said we should get some. Should get some. Greens and 373 steel. I don't know what that means, but thank you for accepting me into this. Is that brick a phone? This is my phone. Yes. It just looks big because I'm small. That's how
I got the same phone. See, I'm watching you guys on the phone. You see that? You see that? On the phone? Yeah,
we Happy Grower. We have moved. This is our new set. This is the basement. We have a basement now. I keep looking at the computer, getting excited, and I keep forgetting the camera. This is why I could never make it as an actor. And like she's looking at the goddamn wall. What the fuck? phone's just having a time here. Oh, hold me close and hold me fast. There it is. All right, now I got my chords back in my head. In my head. Daddy, daddy, play that song. Not my greatest parody, but it was decent. Here we go. All right. Whoops. All right, here we go. Here's my exit song, and after this, Mr. Potsquatch is going to be back here dealing with all y'all. Uplands are higher. I have a buyer growing pot. We don't use cocoa or hydroponics growing pot. All we need are quantum boards, fertilizer, and Potsquatch growers. Our fans are blowing strong, carbon filters on all day long, and they bloom. And the bloom. Sorry, I'm a little rusty. Growing pot. Defoliation, big buds we're making, growing pot. We can grow sativa, but we first smoke that indica. You can grow high THC or CBD and be pain-free, or get that heady high and think of life and eat some pie. And they bloom. Yeah, the plants bloom. Got a growing room. Growing pot. Growing pot. Yeah, pot. I'm growing pot. What are you smoking? Pot. I'm eating pot. Don't vape that pot. But if you want, you can vape that pot. It's in a pot. Legalize that pot. I got that pot. That pot. As you can see, I'm a little rusty. But regardless, guys, I'm also, getting back into my routine. And I mean, this house has been interesting because an old lady used to live here and she's still got her stank around. So I'm cleaning old lady stank out of the walls, which is a good time. But anyways, without further ado, Mr. Potsquatch is going to come back and join you guys. Thank you so much for putting up with me. I really appreciate you guys once again for joining the show and being awesome and doing what you do. Anyways, I'm going to bring back Mr. Potsquatch. Woohoo! Put your sexy butt in here.
I think they want to see my tattoo.
I think they do want to see your tattoo.
Okay. All right, so nobody freak out because I am going to strip on camera now a little bit. But give me a second here.
I've been really trying, baby. Trying to hold back.
Fucking short seals.
So long.
Oh, shit. There we go.
And if you feel like I do, baby.
Check it out, everybody. Can they see it?
Let's check the screen here. Yeah, they can. Oh, yeah, they can.
Yeah. Okay, I'll put my shirt back on. Don't worry, I won't flash my tits or anything. 1 second here, everybody. Like, put it back on, asshole!
Hey, titties.
Thank you for your beautiful step, baby.
I love you, baby.
I love you too, you sexy bitch. All right. All right, everybody. Uncle Potsquatch is back. big one. I just want to take a moment. Big round of applause again for Mrs. Potsquatch. I got to turn the game down. My voice is far too fucking loud, I think, for this. There we go. Is this working or did it stop working? Uh-oh. Can you still hear me now? Okay, wait. Can we still hear me right now? Because all of a sudden my thing. Oh, okay, good. It's working again, I think. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I think maybe we got to put this up a little bit, maybe. How about right now? Can we still hear me? Nope, you can't hear me? Uh-oh. What about now? Can you hear me now? How about that? How about now? Are we good? Is that better? Sorry. We're still learning how all this crap works, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? All right. There we go. All right. Well, I'm going to roll a joint because I haven't actually smoked any pot yet in this show. So I'm going to smoke some weed. This is a little bit of comatose. Wait, what? No, not good or no good? No more? You want it up louder. You want it up louder than this. Louder than this. We need louder because I can turn it up louder. How about now? How's that? How about now? Is that good? More. Okay. How about now? I think we're good. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're good. Crank it. I mean, I don't want to kill everyone at home, though, you're saying, but there we go. We'll turn it up a little bit more. How about now? Yeah, let's do this. There we go. And we'll angle it at my loud fucking face, All right. See, now it's too loud. It's like going red on my shit. Yeah, that's what I thought. Too much. How about now? How about now? Is that good? No, it's funny because this little, ring here on my thing, when it goes red, I'm all like, I'm crapping out now. All right. I need some snips. I did have a grinder floating around here somewhere, but I'm not actually sure where it went. Where did my grinder go? I don't know. Come on. It's too low? Come on now. Everybody, come on now. It's too low now? It's too low. What if I do this? Well, angle it at me. How about now? See, we're learning. No, it was you. Okay, I'm fine. Okay, good. Oh, but big shout out to Mrs. Potsquatch, everybody. It was such a good you know what? Weed and wrestling. Dr. Squatch soap is actually going to be our competitor because we are launching our own CBD soap line. We've got a beard oil coming out. We're going to be also going after Viking brand beard oil. I've already written the commercials. It's going to be great. So we've actually got our own soap coming out. So sorry, Dr. Squatch. I predate you. I've been around years longer than you have. And I own the trademark to Potsquatch. Maybe we could do something together. Maybe Dr. Squatch. What do you think, Dr. Squatch? Yeah, blonde, pretty boy. What if my beard meets your beautiful golden locks and we do a CBD Potsquatch, Dr. Squatch co-branded line? Maybe that'll work. I don't know. Hashtag boom. All right. I look like the shower Stern. Do you mean Howard Stern? That's right, the Howard Stern of pot, baby, coming to you from Hope, British Columbia. Oh, yeah. Hot, heavy, and dirty, Yes, Gregory Allen Reed. Our our beard oil has been designed with all ethnicity skin types in mind. It is so on the marketing of it, in terms of the actual label, it says it's a hemp beard oil, and that is true. That's also done for legal reasons for us to be able to import it into Canada. Okay, but at the end of the day, It has a broad spectrum CBD distillate into it. It's got all the other wonderful oils in there for beneficial hair growth and skin care. So it works for all ethnicities. All ethnicities, it will work for. So you will be fine, my beautifully dark complexioned friend. You should be fine, baby. All right. So let's see here. No shower shots. Oh, what? I wanted to do a shower commercial though, Greens. No, I'm just joking. All right. Julio from Denver says, I can't wait for Harvest Bud. Third official run might hit 3 pounds in my 4x8. Hell yeah, my friend. That sounds sexy. Now, what kind of weed you got running in that shit? Always keep forgetting. I'm like trying to roll a joint. There we go. But yeah, so long story short, we do have all of those new CBD products. My business partner's been quite busy, and we've been quite busy here doing our setting everything up. So we haven't quite got things ready yet for our release, but we do have our new CBD line. We have some new friends joining that. We've got gummies coming out. We've got MCT oil gel caps coming out. And for all the male Potsquatches of the beard affluence, we've got our beard oil coming out as well. The beard oil is going to launch with two available scents. Um, Happy Dude Grows. Do I stream 1080p 60 frame rates per second? I'm not 100% sure yet. Happy Grows. This is again just a soft launch here. We will be using Streamlabs. We are using a top of the line professional grade 4K camera that is capable of 60 frame rates a second easily and easily done with a 1080p. We are shooting with the Logitech Brio 4K professional streaming webcam. And then we've got an SM7B microphone being powered by our Focusrite Scarlett 2i2, ready to rock and roll, baby. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so long story short, though, everybody, we've got all of those things coming out, and those will be coming to market very, very soon. And I was hoping to already have them out, but I mean, at the end of the day, there was no point really in launching new products until we got the show back up and running. It would just be a waste of time and money that way. So all that's coming out, but the two available scents will be for the regular person, the day to day, or as I call sitting at home and Netflixing and chilling with the wife, is cedarwood and whiskey. That's our standard go-to. But my preferred scent is one. Both these scents were custom made, but the second one was very custom made for us by our business partners. I rejected a lot of the initial stuff they were sending us, and this one is actually called Squatch Stank. Squatch Stank is for when you want to, oil your beard and go out and be sexy and maybe make a new friend. You know what I'm saying? It smells good. It smells good, baby. And that's Squatch Stank, baby. So and that's my personal favorite one. I'm actually wearing Squatch Stank right now. It is quite pleasant. It's kind of mountain airy. It's musky. It's mountain-esque. It is, in fact, the Squatch Tank. Um, Rodders, will you be doing panels? Like, as in panels of people coming into the show? I don't know if we'll do a full panel. Maybe eventually we will. But we are going to start bringing on guests into the show for some of these live streams, and we're going to be doing a sort of a set part of the show where we bring other people in. I was actually hoping, a lot of us have been deliberating. Hey, Tony Clifton, good to see you as well, my friend. Welcome back to the show. Um, I was thinking maybe even Gregory Allen Reed. Hey, Greggy, you sexy motherfucker. How you feel about maybe being one of our first guests coming on the show? A lot of our other moderators and growers in the upper echelons of our community are a little bit more camera shy. Gazzers, for one. Mike Harabi was a little nervous about maybe coming on. So all the other fellow growers voted that Greg should be the one to come on first. If you have uh, that desk looks custom made. Tony Clifton, no, it's not custom made. It's not actually a desk. It's a dining room table. um, I ended up needing more room for the desk, so I just I brought in a dining room table. Well, Gregory, you heard me, baby. Gregory, what do you think when we're ready in the next couple of weeks to bring on people onto the show? How about you be our first guest? What do you think? You want to be the guest one, very first person to come on a show with Uncle Potsquatch? I mean, I think your sexy ass would be a perfect guest. I mean, if you're ready, I mean, don't worry. It's no pressure or anything. Just have a few drinks, you'll be fine. Maybe you can come live from your Jeep if you want to. It will be your happy place. Um, but yeah, that's one of the things we're going to start bringing on both people from our community. Gregory has accepted, so he will be our first guest. We're going to bring in some of the people that I work with. We're going to bring in people from the community at home who would like to be part of the show. And we're also going to be endeavoring to bring other people into the show at times to interview from around the pot community. Um, I don't know if any of you know who Kyle Cushman is. I've been chatting with him, and he was down to come on the show. So maybe we'll bring in Kyle Cushman. Maybe we can have Glenn Wells on the show. Maybe one day I can convince Neil Magnuson from Pot TV to drive out from the THC show. We can get him on there. I am working on some higher profile people as well. I'd love to have Belushi on because he's got his big dope farm going right now, and his brother who passed away was one of my greatest physical comedic actor influences for me as a young actor. So, having Belushi on, and part of why he's going so hard about the pot world now is that, he believes that if pot had been the way it is now, when his brother was alive, his brother may not have overdosed and passed away. Who knows? Maybe we'll get Snoop Dogg on. Maybe we can get Mike Tyson on. I mean, Tommy Chong, if he's still doing shows, maybe get him on. We're working on it. We're working on reaching out to a lot of people. Seth Rogen, maybe we can get him on here too one of these days. But yeah, so we're working on it, everybody. But we're gonna make the show sexy. We're also going to his name's not James, it's Jim. Which, if Jim is short for James, then I'm wrong. But I always called him Jim Belushi, brother John Belushi. But I'd love to have him on the show and chat with him. But we are going to be doing a lot of these types of things going forward, and we're also going to be launching a new monthly segment. I mean, Brett has agreed to it. A lot of the other shows bring on lighting tech people onto their show. And I proposed to Brett before the move. I was like, "Look, man, I'd love to bring you on the show. You're behind the scenes. Nobody knows who you are really. And all the other people, like, Steven from HLG goes on shows and stuff, and all these other people do that. So I was like, Brett, let's do a monthly show together where you come on and we answer, questions about lighting and LED lighting and growing cannabis. And both Brett and I are both breeders who have a huge passion for attempting to bring back heirloom genetics. So I think that could be a very interesting show as well. Tony Clifton, Kamala Harris on week 6. I mean, I'd be down to have Kamala Harris come on the show if she was down to actually come on the show. We'll see. We'll get there. We'll get there. I think it could be funny. We'll see who's brave enough to come on the show with Uncle Potsquatch because this is a no holes barred show. I have to make the joke to people. Yes, I'm very PC. I'm a proper fucking cunt, and if you can deal with that, well, come on to the show. Is she up with this? I don't know if she is. I'm not 100% sure. We'll find out. But we will find out, my friend. All right. But yeah, so going forward, I just want you all to know that we are endeavoring to make this the best possible show that we can. And it'll be great. Mike Tyson and mushrooms. Well, one, I mean, fuck. I mean, if we're going to do a show with Mike Tyson and we want to talk about magic mushrooms, hell, I hope I can get Mike to set. And then maybe me and Mikey can do some of my magic mushrooms together. And that would be a funny show. We'll see what happens with that one. You know what I'm saying? So, Mike Tyson, if you're watching, if you want to come on our show, one, we'd love to have you. And two, Mikey, if you want to do some shrooms, god damn it, let's do some shrooms. I got some very rare ones right now. We could try a little Avery albinos, maybe, or some great white monsters, or some penis envies, or some blue minis, or some daddy long legs, Texas yellow caps, something along those lines. It could be a good time. My wife set the bar high. No, well, she's a wonderful, amazing woman. And at the end of the day, even though there was at one point where I was a musician, I don't typically do that much anymore. Maybe I'll do a blues set for y'all one day. Uh, I'm working on my hand. My left hand had a reoccurring cyst in it for a long time, and so it's a little bit harder to play. But we'll get to it. And if you mean that the numbers were better when she was on it, well, I did the first 45 minutes and had the same numbers. I don't know why people aren't doing it in still. I don't know. But that's all right. So the new digs are going well there, Tony Clifton. We're slowly setting up down here. We've got the perpetual flowering room is almost done in terms of its basic setup. We're going to be then showing all of that to you very soon. We're bringing in two of our new squatch racks with the reds intermixed. I can't remember if I'm bringing which strips I went with, but we're bringing those in. We're going to bring in another double squatch as well, and we're going to be getting that going. So things you have to look forward to going forward um, is that we're going to basically be doing weekly update videos in a perpetual flowering room at all times. We're going to be doing 2 to 3 live stream shows a week, plus a monthly show, hopefully with Brett about lighting tech and all that, and we'll also talk about breeding and genetics. And we're going to be doing a lot of how-to videos. One of the things I'm really excited about too is we're going to build a thing I've been designing for a while that I've called a space tin. So we're going to bring in I think it's like a 50 or 55 gallon drum, and we're going to turn that into kind of like a space bucket, but a little bit bigger. Let's be honest, space buckets are a little bit too small to do anything. But so what we're going to be doing is building this thing. We're going to basically put the guts of a little squatch into it, and we're going to build it into this whole thing. We're going to show you how to do it, exactly what we did to build the damn thing, and then run some experiments with it and see how much we can crank out in sort of this one small contained unit. We're also going to be doing a bunch of closet grows. I've got a lot of funky, cool closets. Like there's a closet over there, which is kind of like under the stairs. We're going to do that Harry Potter style and grow some Harry Potter weed in there. And then we're going to be setting up tent cities. We're going to be doing breeding. We're going to be doing tutorials. We're going to be building videos and actually editing them and getting into really quite great depth. So there is actually an email that if there's anything that you want to see in this new world of Potsquatch Growers, this new setup of Potsquatch Growers, of what we're trying to do, baby, you can send an email to potsquatchdoo@gmail.com. That's POTSQUATCHDOO@gmail.com. Here, I can probably type that actually for everybody. So this is the email here. Yeah. Oh, I totally spelled that wrong. Don't use that. Doesn't work. 1 second, everybody. There we go. Yeah, Ganja down to your mama beat me to it. But that is, in fact, the email that you can make requests of anything you'd like to see. Or if any of you at home would like to come on the show, I mean, you can make requests through there. So Podsquatch Do is basically for content requests, show requests, types of anything like that, basically to do with any of those things. That's where you're going to make those requests. So what's up, Oz Indica? Good day to you, my friend. Good to see me back. Oh, thank you. It's good to be back. Thank you for everyone tuning in today to see us come back and hitting that shit. And we're not going anywhere. We're back now. Okay. So what you're going to be seeing now is us back in action. We're going to be getting the flowering room going. We're going to be getting experiments going. We're going to be regular as fuck. We're going to be so regular. It's like we're taking all of our Metamucil. You know what I mean? We're going to be so regular and everything's going to be back. Yes. And that is the Discord link. If you'd like to join us on the Discord server, we have a Discord server now in the community. Please be respectful there. That is for those who would like another place to come join or people who don't do Facebook, but you can also join the Facebook group as well. That's called the Potsquatch Growers Community on Facebook. Roman Reckless says, by the way, Squatch, remember I bought a double racks? Yeah, and then you put it in a 4x4. I harvested 23 ounces of dried cured trim buds and 4 ounces of large trim stuff, 5 plants. I feel that was a good start. Hell yeah, Roman Reckless. Now, what we got to do though is we should be able to get that 4x4 up to 2 pounds of production. And that's going to be usable tops. That's going to be that end goal of what we're trying to shoot for there. But that is an amazing start, my friend. At what 23 OZs of usable tops, so that's 16, 4, 7. That's almost a pound and a half. So you're almost there. So that's a great start. So we're just going to do a few little tweaks and refinements there, and I think we could probably get you up to about 2 pounds production on that, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, Roman Reckless. I believe that you can do it. I believe in you, Roman. And yes, I know everybody. We have been gone too long. I'm sorry, but thank you for everyone's patience and putting up with that shit. You know, we were under quite some serious stress here at Potsquatch Growers, both with trying to sell the house, find a place to go, then getting the move done, and all that kind of crap, all during a pandemic. But we got that done. We're back now. Okay, my batteries are reset. I'm good. Here you go, Eddie. Here you go, buddy. I'm back, baby. I'm empowered. I got some powers in my brains now. We're good to go. We're ready to make it silly and be ourselves again and keep it sexy. So, keep it real, baby. One second here. I've got this set to top chat. I'm trying to switch it to live chat. Bear with me, everybody. Okay, it's not letting me change that, but I've got this one set to live chat, so I can at least read everyone's messages on this one. So there we go. I'll just keep it a little bit closer so I can actually read it there. There we go. There we go. All right. Does light and wind burn look the same? Gaunchy out of your mama, they can look very similar. There's going to be subtle different versions of it. So light burn can exhibit at times, especially to the uneducated eye, something that would look the same. Excuse me. Typically, though, light burn is going to have a more of a brown color to it, a bronzy color, a coppery color to it when it begins to set in and the tissues desiccate. Where wind burn often will have more of actually a light beige look, very similar way that it's going to come across your foliage and your greenery, but it's going to be a bit of a lighter color on that. So to an untrained eye, yes. Overall, not really, no. And there are some differences to look out for there. Also, too, in terms of light, sometimes you're going to see a number of weird things when it comes from light intensity or too much light. Your fan leaves sometimes are going to go to the side like this to avoid it. Sometimes you're going to get some crazy curling happening. You're going to get some weird floopy action on your foliage. And that's basically the plant in and of itself trying to adapt to high intensity light or a little bit too much light. Or sometimes you're going to have mild light stress coupled with your temperatures are too high. So then you're going to have a light stress, temperature stress kind of coexhibiting within itself in terms of the plant. So and again, that just comes in time. You get used to that in time. Not light blight. Like as in the blight from excess moisture, like you get with a tomato plant? Is that what you mean? I'm confused now. You love the phone stand, right? Gorilla tape. It's good for a bunch of shit. One second, everybody. I'm reading. No. Oh wait, that's top chat though. I should read this one because stop hitting the microphone with your hat, you dumbass. All right, here we go. So Tony Clifton, is pH 4.0 okay for my plants? Well, no, that's not good. 4.0 bad. Are you in dirt, Tony? Are you growing in some dirt? Because my happy place in dirt's like a 6 to a 6.3. And it happens, Roman Reckless. And you got to remember too, right? Like, it doesn't matter how long you've been doing a grow, it doesn't, or doing grows and growing pot. Even the most seasoned veteran grower makes mistakes. I often make mistakes, and I'll be honest with you, a lot of the mistakes I end up making has to do with the fact that I'm fucking lazy half the time. Sometimes I'm trying to, work on that and kind of make sure I get my chores done. But that's still great, and I wouldn't worry about it at all. Greens 373 steel. I believe we have arguably one of the greatest, best communities on YouTube. We've got people all over the world who just love to come together and grow weed titties and have a laugh and share and and we're a diverse community of people all over the world, man, and I love it. Fuck, you all some beautiful, sexy pop squatches, everybody. I love you. You just so good. Oh yeah. One second here, everybody. I'm just reading now. Is that a Johnny Cash poster? Yes, it is, Tony Clifton. Oh, you're in cocoa. So cocoa is still for 4.0. I'm not a cocoa grower. The soils I use have a little bit of cocoa in them, but I mean, I'm not a fan of cocoa. But still, 4.0 is not going to be a positive pH. My humble 2 cents on a cocoa. On a cocoa, you can drop below where where I'm hitting soil at a 6 to a 6.3. You can drop a little bit below that for sure. And I know we have a bunch of cocoa growers as well here who are hardcore cocoa people. Um, I hate cocoa straight growing, but that's just me. I'm a grumpy old curmudgeon. Yeah, so I would do like a 5.7 to a 5.8, 5.9 is fine. In soil, I go 6 to 6.3, but a 4.0, I don't even know if there's any medium where I'm going to be at any time okay with that 4.0. So you're going to have to bring that up a little bit, baby. But you'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, because we all make mistakes. Mistakes happen. You want to know what a good lesson is for growers at home who are just learning to grow? When mistakes happen and shit fucks up, don't panic. Okay. Let's say that again. Don't panic. You come home, shit's fucked. Don't panic. You find out, oh man, my fucking pH is like 4.2. Don't panic. Like, oh crap, this happened. Don't panic. Okay. There's always a way to rectify shit. Ask my wife. There's been times where I've killed a plant 3 times, like straight up, brought it back to life. And there's a specific plant called Lazarina that I'm making reference to, and that would have been the early days of me sharing stuff in a closet on YouTube. And it was funny how it all started was I've always been really frustrated with misinformation on the internet, and I had just been consulting growers for years when I returned from Europe for my first failed marriage. Then I got a call late one night from a friend. He was like, "Man, my friend, so it's a friend of a friend now. His girlfriend said he can't have weed plants anymore. I got 3 plants. They're not very happy. They're looking thick. Um, if you don't take them, we will be throwing them out and murdering them." And I was like, well, I cannot ever, ever allow a plant to die. So, all right, fuck it. I'll take my clothes out of my closet and figure something out. Bring the damn plants by. One of them had been snapped off at the stalk. This was the first time I met Lazarina. So when I initially got her, she had been snapped off at a root ball. I brought her back from that. She almost died. And then I inadvertently killed her twice more. But it's okay because I pulled it off in the end. Um, I actually think that's one of the things that Mrs. Potsquatch fell in love with me for. One night we came home and I had pushed my watering way too long and she collapsed. I came home to a huge epic collapse and I was already very attached to this plant because when I got it, it was dying and then I brought it back. So I just like broke down weeping and like cradled this plant and was hugging this plant. And I was like, do not die. And then so I sat there for about an hour and a half holding this plant, crying and loving this plant. And I was like, fuck it. I'm not giving up on her. I'm going to tie it up like a marionette porno. So I like started lifting all these sections of the plant and then I rebound things where it broke and I watered it and I was getting in there and totally came back. And man, did she crank out some crazy weed titties in the end. It was absolutely insane. But that was a thing. 1 second here, everybody. Hey, thank you, Sean Parker. Glad to be back. I'm glad your outdoor looks great, Tony. Sorry, everybody. I realized I've missed a lot of messages here, so I'm just gonna. Yeah, don't do that, Rodders. Do not do the Gorilla Glue girl style of hairdo. 1 second here. I'm just reading everyone's messages. Bear with me. Yes, but the one thing to remember with vermiculite, there can be some very negative effects from inhaling the dust off vermiculite. So please be careful if you're playing with vermiculite. 1 second here, everybody. I'm just playing catch up. Sorry, bear with me, everybody. Okay, so 1,200 is high, but it's not unheard of. I mean, I feed even myself. I don't typically feed via ppm. Not on my personal smaller grows. I kind of go more old school with that one. But yeah, 1200 is it's commonplace on that super heavy feeding, especially on certain hungry types of indicas out there. You'll find often too with a lot of like a true sexy indica. A lot of the time they're going to feed quite heavily. Like if you guys guys, girls, these and dice, everybody's the Potsquatches. Okay, if you remember early on the channel, right, I did this bubble gum in the car. Remember the bubble gum long time ago? Some of you would at least have seen it, I'm sure. But man, that bitch, she got so hungry, like in week two of flower, especially after being a clone of clone of clone, like not the clone of clone of clone, as in we make clone mother plants, and so future clones came from a mother plant that was originally a clone. So especially after that, these strains, she just week two. If you don't feed like heavy magnesiums and calciums in her week two, she just gets so hungry. Then she gets hungry for manganese, all these other important secondaries for flower, right? But normally you don't see that till like week four, maybe, like super crazy hunger leaching. But like she did it in like a matter of 4 or 5 days. So it's like after I got to know that bubble gum, I was like, fuck, you go flower, you just start feeding her a lot of food because she's gonna want it. And it was pretty cool. Perlite causes cancer too, but yeah, but not as much, Roman. I mean, vermiculite more dangerous than perlite, in my humble 2 cents. Both bad. Don't breathe the dust, everyone. Be smart, be safe, always take care of yourself. One second here. I'm trying to read. Oh man. Come on, Brandon, you can do this. I haven't shown you a plant. Oh, that is true. That's true. Okay. They're all thirsty and need a feed, so they're a little upset right now. But I'll go find one. There's tons of plants over there on the floor. I'm just reading everyone's messages before I go to bed. Well, Jose Canela, I'm gonna try them. I'm currently still using all my Green Planet on the plants that I am growing right now. I love Green Planet. Green Planet is my happy place. But one, I did say going forward that we're gonna play with different nutrient systems, and we are gonna do eventually we'll do an official, true, controlled experiment of comparing the three. I'm not ready to do that yet, but I might play around with a bit of the advanced while also feeding with Green Planet occasionally. Like I'll try them out. Part of why we have those newts that y'all saw in the video is actually another big shout out to our friends Sasquatch Cannabis Smoke Co. So not only did they gift us their seeds into our mission to recreate genetics for people, um, my buddy Sean was like, "Yo, man, I got three. I think they're like what? How big are they? Big fuckers. Like 20 some odd liter containers of this shit." And he goes, "Man, like I won't lie to you, like they're brand new. They're each about $500 a pop here in Canada at the grocery store. So it's like $1,500 worth of food." And I was like, he's like, "I'm not going to be growing. This shit has a limited shelf life. So I can't store this because I won't be up in action for another 2 years," he said. Right. So he's like, "I just bought them before all this was going down." So he goes, "We sold the farm." He goes, "If you want them, I'll give them to you." So I took them. Because I mean, one, if Green Planet didn't exist, I'd probably be using Advanced. I fully acknowledge that they're an industry standard. Most of my friends love advanced nutrients. I've just always been a hardcore Green Planet guy. After I, gave them a try when General Hydroponics went to the dark side. So yeah, we got them. I got big jugs of them. So we're gonna play with it, right? But I didn't go buy those. Those were given to me. They were a gift, a wonderful, generous gift. But at the same time, I'm still being the stubborn curmudgeon of myself. Of I prefer Green Planet. But again, I haven't tried their shit yet. Actually, like I've played with it a bit back in the day, but I've never given them a legitimate chance, and I will be the first to admit that. So, yes, we will give advanced nutrients. It's their three-part system. I don't see myself going to buy any of the other products currently for stuff because I've got all the other secondaries here, but I guess I'll have to properly to do proper experiment when we do compare and contrast. But we've got their three-part, I guess, is my long-winded thing I'm saying right now. And so, yeah, we will try that. Well, no. So, but Jose Canela, what we're going to be doing for this is I'm going to take three basic three-part systems. I'm going to take my basic style of feeding and growing with things that exist in bottle newts. So we'll take the three-part from Green Planet, Uncle Potsquatch's typically preferred system. We're going to take the three-part from Advanced, and then we're going to also. I figured, hell, not only is Remo associated with Advanced, he has his own thing. And I got a lot of pot squatches out there and people who really like Remo's stuff. I've never been a fan of it the few times I've played with a little bit. But again, for both these nutrients, I've only played with some a little bit over time. So we're going to give them legitimate chance. So we'll bring in the three parts. We'll bring in their versions of ProCal. We'll bring in some of the basic shit that I might mix in from a bottle new sort of thing, you know and we're gonna just see what happens. Same fucking clone, same other plant, same treatment in every way. If anything, maybe I'll even see if I can get a couple of a few 2x2 tents. We'll get like three little squatches, and we'll just do one plant each on a little squatch, and one gets fed each one. And then we'll like climate control it. We'll log it. Like we'll fucking anally pretend to go to town. And then, that will be a step in the direction of seeing, fuck, like which one actually is better. I mean, at the end of the day, when it comes to nutrient systems and big decent companies that make a three-part and stuff like that, like it's not like anyone's reinvented the wheel with the three-part. It's a three-part. Like anyone who's gonna tell you different is an idiot. But there are differences, right? Like so really, I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's always sort of kind of reminded me of trucks, right? Everyone has their preferred version of a truck, right? But it's like whether you're buying a GMC, buying a Chevy, buying a Dodge or a Ford or something, right? Like if you buy the roughly equivalent size 4x4, you're going to be able to do fairly similar things with it. They're all fucking trucks. Like, let's not lie to ourselves really on the old debate on this one. But at the same time, maybe there is some legitimacy to it. Maybe one three-part is going to be way better than the other one. I don't know. So we'll do this. I figure we should do this. Take a look, make it sexy. You know what I mean? I know. Tony Clifton, Pro Mix just always makes me happy, but I always just like playing in dirt. Well, Gajanana, your mama, chicken shit does come from a bird. Um, typically, with a lot of bird shits in general, there can be some parasites and other pathogenic instances. So, if you're going to use most forms of bird shit, one, pasteurize that shit, and two, bird shit in general. So, like chicken shit is bird shit, but it is different than some other birds, right? There are subtle nuances, but basically, with bird shit, pasteurize it. And remember, it can be quite hot. And be careful. But yeah, rock and roll. I love you, Conchita. That was great. Oh, that made me smile. I love you, sister. I love you. I love you, sister. Yeah, fuck it. All right. Uh, Greens at 373 steel. Chicken shit can be great. It all depends on what the chickens are eating. Remember, it doesn't matter what animal we're talking about or creature. I mean, we are what we eat, right? But at the same time, make sure you pasteurize that shit. And remember that it's still typically poop in general coming from a chicken's asshole is typically going to run a little hot. So be careful with that. Bobby Burns, CalMag requirements. So, depending on the strain, it can exhibit in subtle, different, sort of nuanced ways. Um, for example, a lot of my older grower friends down in certain parts of the states will say, "Oh, like purple stems means you need CalMag." Not true. I mean, at least in most BC genetics here, they are when they're happy and properly fed, they have dark purple veins through them. Excuse me. Typically, you're going to look at your foliage. Excuse me. Um, and so basically, mild calcium magnesium requirements is going to start one, the overall leaf itself is going to lose its luster. the edgings are going to fade a little bit more. You might get these little mild sections throughout where it starts to slowly fade. And you can almost see this section of small desiccating tissue where that color is starting to fade out. And so basically, that's the plant going like, I would like some more calcium and magnesium, please. That would be nice. And so when you see a mild onset of that and then you start to address it, you will see that bounce back. Okay. Also, too, sometimes you can see that paired with actually huge nitrogen leaching as well. So remember that sometimes, like for example, using a bit of coffee, maybe a little bit of blackstrap unsulfur molasses, okay, with your CalMag when trying to address that is actually a really good little mix up. Imagine it like a nutritional booster shot for possible other secondaries. So then you start to introduce that. Now, when it gets inset and hard inset, you're going to start seeing yellowing. You're going to see those little blotch sections that at first started almost like little kind of fading sections on it. They're going to start to like really intensify and eventually desiccate to where they're brown and dead, right? Like you'll touch it and be and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's going to be oranging as well, like big orange parts to those sections. The colors and the way it exhibits is always a little different plant to plant, but it's a basic generality to think of and be aware of. And the fact is, you're not going to hurt your plant by always having consistent higher levels of calcium and magnesium in your grow feed. Okay, it's not going to hurt your plant. So better just cover the bases and keep it going. You know what I'm saying? A second here, everybody. I'm reading. Sorry, everybody. I'm reading. Sorry, everybody. I'm doing my best to play catch up right quick. There we go. Okay, I'm caught up. Sorry, everybody. It took me a second, but we're back now. So at the end of the day, oh, someone said Jose says, Squatch, I ruined my last harvest in the drawing and carrying process. But it's weird because my stalks were snapping like they should. Okay, I think I know exactly what happened. Let's play a game. Don't say anything else and let's see what happens. Okay, so Jose Canelo, your stalks seem to snap, right? You're like, yes, it's dry enough. So you trimmed it and then you thought it was ready to jar and there was actually still too much moisture left in it. You either had molding or other shit get wonky on it or it just didn't come out right, the smell and the taste. And it seemed like you had almost this impregnated moisture to it no matter what you did after a certain point. A big part of that is, here's a rule of thumb. If you go up and you do a basic test and you think it's dry and ready to trim and go in, it's usually it's another day at least. And remember when you're checking your plants, because like let me guess, you check most of the main stalks throughout the plant. You're like, yeah, crack there, crack there, crack there, crack there, in the main segment of the plant. You probably went and went, oh, that feels great. You touch the buds exterior, you're like, oh, that seems dry, right? Did you go up top? See why you always leave a few scraggly puss small branches at the bottom of your shit, even when you lollipop up, is these become your tester buds, okay? And so oddly, when your tops and your main thick parts feel completely dry and you're doing all your main segmentation snap checks, right? Go and touch the scraggle puss at the top, which was the bottom when it was growing. It will probably feel a little wet still. And so that's why we leave a bit of that on there when we're hand checking it, doing that RTS, type of drawing, okay? Because it is a finicky bitch that way. And so I just think you grabbed it a bit early. So a good rule of thumb, usually like if you think it's ready, give it another day or two. You know what? Let's go with a day, right? And then take some sample buds on that after that 24-hour period. And if they hold up and they feel okay in terms of their moisture levels and can go to jar, great. If you find your stuff is just a smidge moist, but you can still do your trim and throw it in your jars, just leave the caps off for the first 12 to 24 hours and check. Maybe pull them out after 12 hours gently and rearrange them and put them back into your curing jar, right? It is a tricky thing finding that perfect window of when do I start trimming? When do I pull them off the stalk that's been drawing and, get it ready to go into those jars? You know what I'm saying? Right. But it comes in time. And it's one of those things like just go in there and start fondling it and you can kind of just use your sense of touch if you can sense it, right? Like that's how I do it. And she'll tell you when she's ready. And I made the same mistake years ago a bunch of times, and even do occasionally sometimes. Like I'll start cutting into something, and where I was sure it was ready, once I start trimming it, I'm like, oh, this isn't actually ready. So I put it back and I wait. You know. Hey, that's one only fishes. Hello, back to Vancouver Island. I'm over in Hope, British Columbia. That's our new location now. We live in Hope, where they shot Rambo First Blood. No worries, Jose. The second I heard you say what you said, it took me back to me making similar mistakes early on in my life as a grower. And I was like, oh, I think I totally know what he means. I think I know what you mean. And that's okay. So keep some of those scraggle puss branches at the bottom, just a few, and it'll give you a great testing probe and trying to nail that perfect window of where we harvest our cannabis off the branches and we trim it and put it in our jars. That's where we make the money right there. Make that money final finish is hitting that perfect dry window, dry trimming at that perfect time and into the jar, and then monitoring our burping in the glass jars over time. I mean, on large scale stuff, it's harder to use glass, and that's true. So you can use big giant bins. Best ways to do auto burpers on that. Then if you have to do it that way, but I personally really love that kind of hands-on, intimate way of doing it in the glass. I mean, that's just how you make a nice, sexy wheat titty. Roman Reckless says I hung 2 weeks before starting jarring. Ooh, your humidity, like the general. So I'm assuming Roman Reckless, you mean the relative humidity of where you are at was at about uh 70 to 80. Wow. Very hard to dry if that is the relative humidity out there. That's so high, it would make me nervous. So, one, I would say if I was growing in that locale, how would I approach it? What would Uncle Potsquatch do? I would do it in a room. I would have monitors on at least two different walls on opposite sides of the room, so you can take an accurate reading. Maybe do one in one corner, one in the other corner, and maybe even have one on the top of the roof that you attach to, and just to give you a basic reading on the room, and then do an average of those three things for your actual thing. But then you got to be running dehumidifiers. Make it controlled though, like seal those windows. If you seal out that room and you run a dehumidifier, it'll be effective. And that's the way you're going to be able to maintain that perfect relative humidity in that environment. So closed environment, sealer down, do it that way, and protect yourself from the high relative humidity outside. Is how I would approach that. Boys living there and growing some weed titties, etc. Oh no, I feel you, Roman Reckless. I'm just saying, if you wanted to augment that drying reality of what you're living in, like do a closed, contained area with a dehumidifier going in there, one that auto regulates in terms of a certain setting, in terms of the ambient space. Put a few different little, and they're just cheap. You can get them for like $5 to $20, depending where in the world you live. Just stick one on the roof, right in the middle. Stick one on one corner and one on the other corner, and then just do an averaging on those. That'll give you a good understanding on how to do it, and just lock her down. Lock her down. How those plants looking, gassers? They looking nice? They having a happy time? Yes, but so Roman Reckless though, if your dehumidifier is full blast, but if you haven't locked down the environment, it's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, part of what I'm saying is like lock her down, seal her up, keep her sexy. You know what I'm saying? Also, too, how big is your dehumidifier? What size is the dehumidifier you are running for that one? I'm just waiting for the answer. Oh, well, fuck. Look at this. So this is cool. Running it through the computer. Um, running it through the computer. I've got a time setting on the live stream. So like we've been doing a little over 2 hours. It's not bad. Not bad. Yeah, so Roman Reckless. So basically, you were basically just being mean to your dehumidifier. You're like, please take on my local area's mean super humidity. Trying to like seal it up in a way somewhere where it can actually have a chance at actually regulating the ambient environment. And if you could do that, one, you're being nice to your dehumidifier. It'll last longer. It won't burn out as quick. But two, you'll be able to kind of hit those windows of drawing that you're really hoping to do. And then make some sexy weed titties, man. You know what I'm saying? I know you dried in a tent and then you're running it ambiently, but basically you could still do it dry in the tent. Do you have a big closet, Roman, or something where you could like stick that dehumidifier in that tent away and then seal it up a bit? The trick is we need to get it away from the relative ambient humidity or the relative humidity exterior, right? Like ambient around your house, not just the air inside, but like where you're living, like it's around your house. So we need to try to give that dehumidifier a chance of working. So is there anywhere like a big closet you could lock that down? Oh, and you had flooding water forever. Fuck. Well, at the end of the day, you're fighting a hard fight, my friend. But I respect. And feel free to send me an email too if it's ever really bad or if you get flooding and shit. That goes to everyone at home. If you find yourself in a 911 grow emergency, send me an email. Send it to Potsquatch420 at gmail.com. To make it actually noticed by me, put 911 grow and maybe mark the email as important. I am happy to offer my 2 cents to anyone at those moments because there are those panic moments where we have them, or there's things we're just like, I can't figure out how to dial this in or tweak a variable on my grow and make this shit work. I'm back, baby. Uncle Pot Squatch is back. I'm setting up my lab. I'm here. I'm working 7 days a week again. Starting today, we're back. Okay. So send in those emails if you need help. I'll explain my humble 2 cents to you, or I'll always do my best to give you good ideas to fix your grow. And fuck it, we're back. Okay. And if you got issues, fucking email me. Never be worried about that. Yes, and Roman Reckless in the environment that you're running in, that would be a good way to do it by shutting it all down and throwing it in the tent. The one thing I will recommend is just remember that dehumidifier all of a sudden might go full tilt the other way, especially since it's used to kind of living in a swamp, as it were, like in terms of the air, right? And then you put it into this tent, all of a sudden it's going to be able to really easily process that small limited cubic feet area of space. So just be very careful to monitor it so it doesn't accidentally super dry and zap the moisture out of your plants in the enclosed area. You see what I'm saying? Hope that makes sense. Got you down to your mama's making fun of you. She's like, 911 grow. What? It's a code word for the emails. I'll be able to see it and it'll make sense. Oh, weird. So you're kind of having a double tap on that one, Roman. That's intense, my friend. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been 2 hours and almost 10 minutes. I know. Some of you are sitting there, dear God, keep going, but don't worry. We're back now. You don't need to freak out. We're not going anywhere again. We're back now. We got the house, everything's set up. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into this soft launch, the live stream show, using the new camera, using the mic. We're gonna have multiple cameras, get even fancier, and hopefully use Streamlabs and go on multiple platforms soon. I'm just trying to learn how to do that. And it's a little bit harder than one might think, at least when you're basically 90 years old in your fucking head. So, I feel it's been good. I've missed all of you. Jesus have fucking Christ. I mean, I've missed you all so fucking much, my pot scotches. It's been, you know what? The only thing that was harder not growing weed was not actually getting to hang out with all of you and just like chat like we do and have our shows and just fucking hang out with the wangs out, quote unquote. And that was probably the hardest part, I think. It nearly killed me not growing weeds, getting to play with my plants, use my brain, experiment with things and have fun and share it with all of you. That was hard, but when we haven't been doing live shows and being here, just hanging out like we do at least twice a week, fuck, I missed you. I fucking missed you. So it's good to be back. Nobody panic. It's okay. It was actually pretty sweet. A bunch of people around North America ended up calling us thinking we were dead. They're like, Potsquatch, you dead, man. Is everything okay? Are you all right? Nah, cool, man. I was taking my sweet ass time trying to get shit set up and like, I will be back soon. But it was one of the sweetest things ever. So just big thank you to all of you who reached out, worried that I was dead. Nah, I'm still cool, baby. Not dead yet, working on it one day at a time. But it's good to be back, everybody. You know what? We're gonna keep working on getting things set up down here. We're gonna keep these shows coming. Next one definitely is gonna be Sunday. We're gonna have our first Sunday show in a long time this Sunday. It's gonna be a good time. Tune in for that. And fuck it, like, hey, just because it's gonna be a little bit silkier, smoother, and fancy pantsy looking shit now, doesn't mean it's still not me. It's still Uncle Pathwatch. So we're just gonna be smooth. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. But everybody at home, just know that one Uncle Pathwatch motherfucking loves you. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to the damn show. It's like, man, you come back after basically feeling like you've been gone for a year. And you're all still here. I love you. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying, my friends? I love it. Oh, fuck. Where's the dinosaur? I had a dinosaur. I was little. I was going to bring it on the show. For the next show, I guess. Sorry, I'm a little stoned, and that thought just popped into my head. But everybody, I'm glad you're still kicking. I'm still kicking too. Let's give him hell. Let's rock and roll. And remember, the true grower is the forever student. The true grower is not afraid to take risks. The true grower makes educated, stupid decisions. One second. The true grower remembers we learn the most from our mistakes. They are the learning moments. Don't beat yourself up too hard. Don't panic. Just like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Don't panic. And remember, love yourself, love those around you. Maybe give a shit or two. You'd be surprised at how a little shit or two about those around you goes in their lives a long time. The trick is, we, the human fucking race, we the Potsquatchers, we might actually be able to learn to live. Nothing wrong with that. Smile the wave and hello. Especially in this weird world we're all living in. We're back, motherfuckers. Keep it real. I don't know. My brain's gone. So I don't know if any of you see Big Mouth, but when it like this one. Oh my God, Jay. Potsquatch is back. Ah.
For the big mouth and shit like that. So, everybody, my name is Rick. Thank you very much for tuning in to Potsquatch Growers. If it was last year to me, so love yourself. I'm just rambling now.
Peace. Not a bad first shot, I guess. What do you think? Feels good. I've missed you.